Let's get this music turned down and we should be good, fellas. We got a big slate tonight. This is definitely a crazy slate, man. There's a ton of news that came out during the day. There's so much value tonight. So many good plays as well. Like, there's so many guys that just look like really good options. So this is a tricky slate. There's 75 great guard plays. There's a ton of value. The studs, I mean, there's plenty of studs worth paying up for. There's a lot of tough decisions you're gonna have to make tonight, but as always, we will kind of talk through this slate, answer questions. If you guys do have any questions tonight, you can throw those in chat and we'll get them answered. We'll be live till about 6:30, so about 20-25 minutes. We'll talk through things, answer your questions, hopefully win some money tonight. Had a good night last night. The DFS gods treated me well on my birthday, and I'm hopeful that we can do it again. Hopefully we can do it again. But I see some of you guys in chat talking about 25,000 subscribers. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, we did hit 25,000 subscribers today, which is crazy, man. I started making DFS videos like 5 years ago, and here we are, 25,000 subscribers, over 5,000 followers on Twitter. We've grown a pretty big following, and it's all thanks to you guys. I mean, I don't get on here to talk to myself. I get on here to talk with you guys. So I appreciate all you guys tuning in as always. Appreciate your support, liking the streams, subscribing. Appreciate all of you. Love you all. Thank you so much. But yeah, guys, if you have questions, throw those in chat and we'll get them answered. Damian Jones or Dwight Howard, where's the value coming from on the Lakers? I mean, on the Lakers, so yeah, like I guess we could talk about all the news that came out today. Definitely LeBron sitting is one I did not expect. Didn't think LeBron was going to be out, but he's out. Julius Randle I thought was going to play today, but he's out again. So those are some big ones. De'Aaron Fox is out. Still waiting on a couple of question marks, like Wendell Carter Jr. is still questionable. Tyler Hero got ruled out. The Warriors are sitting some guys, so there's definitely some Warriors values we can talk about.
Yeah.
But on the Lakers side, like value-wise, I don't know if there's much value. I think Talen Horton-Tucker is the one guy that I do like as a cheap option. Last time LeBron was out, they did start THT, and he played really well, played big minutes too. So, I think THT's a value guy you can look to on the Lakers with LeBron sitting. Obviously, Westbrook gets a nice bump up. So does Malik Monk. So does Carmelo. If I had to play a value play on the Lakers, probably would be THT. Dwight Howard should start, should play decent minutes, but on this slate, I just think there's better value than Dwight Howard. I would take Damian Jones straight up over Dwight Howard. Congrats on the 25K, Noah. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, my man. 25K, Noah, really cashed in on your 23rd birthday Prize Picks clean sweep and 25K. Yeah, we hit everything. Had a clean sweep on Prize Picks. All the free plays we gave out yesterday all hit 25K subscribers. I mean, it was just a great day yesterday. We gave out 4 free plays today. Hopefully we can hit all 4 of those free plays again. Would be awesome for sure. Any Prize Picks play favorites that you like better now with a lot of people ruled out? One play that I will share that I'm on that I do like, and I know it's risky. I know it's something that you're not going to feel great going to, but over 39 fantasy points for Russell Westbrook, I like the play. I mean, without LeBron, I expect Westbrook to have a big role. I expect him to be productive. I expect him to play big minutes as well. This Lakers team without LeBron is really, really bad. But if they can keep this game close, I think there's definitely big time upside for Westbrook. And he's gone over this prop in 3 straight games, even with LeBron in. And most of the projection sites I look at have Westbrook for like 45 fantasy points. Prize Picks only has him for 39. So I'm pretty high on Westbrook's over fantasy points.
Oh yeah.
All right, got some super chats. I got to hit on these super chats. $2 super chat from Freddie. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been here since day 1. I notice everyone in chat, man. I notice a lot of you guys. So Freddie, $2 super chat. Thank you, my man. This man knows his stuff. Best one on here. Appreciate that, Freddie. Appreciate that, man. Then we got another super chat from Miami Mike. $10 super chat from Miami Mike. No message, but I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you. I definitely recognize, you guys. I recognize the chat. I recognize your pictures. I for sure see a lot of you guys in here every single day, and I really appreciate, you guys tuning in every day. How would you rank Embiid, Harden, Tatum, KD, Murray, and Trey? Probably would put Embiid number 1. Then DeJounte Murray, then KD, then Harden, then Tatum, then Trey. But definitely, Embiid's one of my favorite studs for sure. I just love the matchup against the Lakers. He should destroy the Lakers. So I like Embiid a lot. I think DeJounte Murray's in a really good matchup as well. Why does everyone smash it and kill it on Prize Picks when I don't play? Hey, Rich, I know how you feel, man. It's one of the things that sucks. It's it seems like the day you take off. So let's say my picks, for example, let's say you tail my picks every day and we don't hit for a week straight. The day you don't tail my picks, that'll be the day we hit. I understand. You just gotta, I don't know, man. You just gotta stick with it, I guess. I always feel like the plays I'm putting out, I'm putting a lot of time into, and I'm doing the proper research. So I always feel good about my plays. We're not gonna hit every single day. Luckily, we hit all 4 yesterday. I'm hopeful we can do it again. Got a $5 super chat from Nicholas. Can we still play multiple Mavs and Grizzlies? I think so, Nicholas. On the Mavs side, I definitely like the guards without Luka. So Brunson and Dinwiddie, I think, are both really good plays. Their price tags came up a little bit, but I still think in the matchup against Houston, Brunson and Dinwiddie are both really good plays. They're my 2 favorite plays on Dallas for sure.
Oh,
and then on the Grizzlies, I mean, yeah, you could go to Tyus Jones. I will say that there is a lot of value on the slate, and Tyus Jones is not super cheap. He's 4,600, but I still think Tyus Jones is a good value play. And then the rest of the Memphis guys, I think they all have upside. Desmond Bane, Triple J, Dylan Brooks. I would probably be limiting how many Grizzlies I play in one lineup. But I think there's definitely some plays I like on Memphis. Tyus Jones probably my favorite though. Appreciate the $5 super chat, Nicholas. Appreciate it, man. Wonder if people realize it's best to ask questions when the stream actually starts. Hey, I don't mind it. I know, yeah. Before I even go live, people will already ask questions, which it's fine. We'll get through all the questions regardless. But yeah, usually it makes sense to just ask questions whenever I actually start streaming. Trey Lyles plus Brunson or Triple J plus Tyus Jones. That is really close. Give me the second one. Give me Triple J and Tyus Jones, but man, that's a coin flip. Big congrats on the 25K, Noah. Good stuff. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, my man. Barrett, Rozier, Gobert, or Bridges. Give me RJ Barrett there. I like RJ Barrett once again with Randall out. I was pretty high on RJ Barrett yesterday, and I think with Randall out again, Barrett's a good play for sure. Tyus Jones and Carmelo Anthony or Davion Mitchell and Kuminga. I would take the second. I'd take Davion Mitchell and Kuminga. Do you like Embiid or KD better pay-up option as a pay-up option? I would prefer Embiid over KD. Appreciate the congratulations, Ryan. Thank you, my man. Murray or Harden? Give me DeJounte Murray. Ball, Mitchell, or Halliburton? Give me LaMelo there. But that's definitely close between LaMelo and Halliburton, but give me LaMelo. KD or Kyrie? It's Kyrie's birthday today, so there's a little bit of a narrative there. I don't have much of a preference, honestly. I think those two guys project very closely. Maybe side with Kyrie because it's his birthday. And Kyrie's been playing really well in the games that he has played. He's been great, so might side with Kyrie. Who do you like at center on Yahoo? I think either paying up for Embiid or going cheap and playing like Damian Jones. That's kind of what I'm looking to do. There's so much value at other positions that I think paying up for Embiid is probably the way I'm going. Tatum or Booker? Give me Booker. Bruce Brown and Kyrie or Bagley Kyrie or Durant McElmore? Give me Bruce Brown and Kyrie there. Been here since like 600 subscribers. Saw this potential and knowledge from the jump. Been on here since you was saying how to make money on your phone. Damn, man. You've been here for a long-ass time then. Holy hell. If you've been here since that long, I mean, that's before I even started making DFS videos. I started making DFS videos in January of 2017, and you were here before then? That's crazy, man. It's crazy. I appreciate the long-time support, though. Appreciate it. Thoughts on fading Tyus Jones? I think it's fine. There are so many good value plays today that I don't think Tyus Jones at his price point is gonna like put up a score that you have to have. Like if Tyus Jones goes for like 45, I'd be really surprised. I think Tyus Jones probably puts up like 30, which is good, but that's not gonna kill you if you don't have him. And again, there's just so much good guard plays. You've got Dinwiddie, Brunson, Davion Mitchell, Westbrook. I mean, all those guys are good plays today. You obviously Tyus Jones. I think it's fine to fade him. I don't think it's bad at all. Harden, Young, or Murray? Give me DeJounte. Powell or Damian Jones? Give me Damian Jones. Does blowout risk scare you with Embiid now? I mean, there's a little bit of blowout risk, but Philly, I don't know why, but it seems like anytime Philly plays a bad team, like Philly never blows anyone out. I really feel like they don't. I mean, what's the spread right now? Like, I can take a look. Let me see. I know even with LeBron, before LeBron got ruled out, the Lakers were like 7-point dogs. Right now, they are 9.5-point dogs. Oh, so Philly opened as 2.5-point favorites. Now they're 9.5-point favorites. So, I mean, 9.5-point spread. Like, I still think it stays close enough. Honestly, I'm just hoping every game stays close. I can't predict blowouts. Durant, Irving, and Toppin or Embiid, Barnes, Barrett. Give me Durant, Irving, Toppin, but that's another close one. What do you think about Barrett? Yeah, I like Barrett a lot, especially with Randall out again. I think Barrett and Obi Toppin are both good plays once again. Is Malik Monk a quality play tonight? I don't have an issue with Malik Monk, especially with LeBron out, but he's not someone that I'm like building around tonight. There's just too many other good plays. Favorite sub 4K play? It's probably either Obi Toppin or Damian Jones. Probably Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin was in foul trouble last night, but tonight without Mitchell Robinson and Randall, like they're gonna play Obi Toppin a lot of minutes, I think, as long as he stays out of foul trouble. And the matchup against Charlotte is really, really good, so I guess I'll lean Obi Toppin there. Any interest in Booker? I think Devin Booker is definitely in play. Obviously, roll without Chris Paul is gonna be really good. Does he stand out on this slate as like a top pay-up option? I don't think so, but no issues going to Booker. He's firmly in play. Pirtle and Booker or Bane and Westbrook? Give me Bane and Westbrook there, but that's, yeah, another close one. Who to go for value in the Warriors? So I think with Draymond out, with obviously Steph out, with Clay out, Draymond, Clay out, and then Steph out. Otto Porter's out too. I think Kuminga's my favorite value. I'm expecting Kuminga to start, and if he does at 4,100, I mean, we've seen Kuminga be productive when he gets minutes. Now, obviously, the matchup is not good against Miami, but Kuminga's going to play good minutes regardless. He'll play in a blowout. Even in a tough matchup, he should be productive enough to hit value. So if I'm looking to a value play on Golden State, it's going to be Kuminga for me. Think Kyrie breaks the slate again today. Who are some Yahoo picks I should be on today? I mean, I don't want to say Kyrie breaks the slate, but I mean, he's been great when he's been healthy and when he's played. I think there's better pay-up options today. I'd rather go to Embiid, to DeJounte Murray, but yeah, I think Kyrie's definitely viable. Wouldn't say that, Kyrie's going to break the slate, though. I mean, he's got that kind of upside, but I wouldn't bank on it. When KD and Kyrie are both healthy, it's always tough to predict when one of the other is going to have the big game. It could be KD that has the big game today. We just don't know. Thoughts on Reggie Bullock? Yeah, I don't think this is a slate I'd be playing Reggie Bullock, to be honest with you. Too many other good value plays. Dante DiVincenzo or Chris Dunn? Give me DiVincenzo, but that's a close one. Jalen Brunson assist over or under? I'm not on that personally. I'm on Jalen Brunson's points. I did take the over on Jalen Brunson points today. Did not bet his assist though. But if I had to pick a side, I'd probably lean over. But I am on over points for Jalen Brunson. You think Gary Payton's a good value? I mean, he's viable, but this is a slate where I just think there's better value plays. Like, I don't want to be heavily invested in the Warriors tonight because I think this is a game where they could get blown out. We could see the minutes spread out a little bit. I don't think Gary Payton would play in a blowout, so not super high on a ton of Warriors today, but I definitely think Kuminga is a viable cheap option. Not really on Gary Payton, though. I just think there's better value plays. What's your favorite pick under 5K? Under 5K. I mean, Tyus Jones is 4,600, so you could go there. That's probably the first guy I'd click is Tyus Jones. No, what's good? Fresh off work and ready to play? Hey, let's get it, my man. Let's get it. KD or Tatum? Give me KD. Is Kuminga top point per dollar play on Golden State? I would say yes. Points per dollar, he is. Got Kyrie over 41 fantasy points with Harden over 48 fantasy points. I think that's fine, Nick. I'm not on those picks myself, but I think that's fine. Is Harden and Embiid in the same lineup capping my upside? I would say yeah. If you are playing Harden and Embiid, then you probably want to play like Westbrook or some other Laker. Because if you're playing Harden and Embiid together, you're assuming the game stays close. You're assuming those guys play their full minutes. They could maybe both have a big game, but I'd be surprised if it happens. I feel like if one of those guys puts up a ceiling game, it's really unlikely that the other one does as well. Any Halliburton love? I think with Malcolm Brogdon out in a revenge game, like Halliburton is a pretty good tournament play. Now his price tag is really high. He's like over 9K on DraftKings, but should have a really good role. Should have the bonus hands a ton. Should play big minutes. Obviously matchup against Sacramento is great. Revenge game too. No issues with Halliburton today. No issues going there. How much do you weigh between obvious power plays and trying to be different when it comes to big pools? What do you mean, Freddie? Like, how much do you weigh between obvious power plays and trying to be different? I don't know what that question means, man. You have to ask that again. If you're talking about for prize picks and power plays, I do power plays every time for the most part. Unless I do a 5 pick, then obviously 5 pick you can't do power play. But I usually always do power plays on prize picks. Okay, we did just get word from the Magic that Wendell Carter Jr. is out for the Magic. So Wendell Carter Jr. was questionable and is out now, which definitely makes a little impact on the slate. Without Wendell Carter, should see more secure minutes for Mo Bamba, and the matchup is as good as it gets against OKC. So, like, if we get 30 minutes from Mo Bamba tonight, like, he can put up a big game here. Definitely interested in Mo Bamba as, like, a low-owned tournament play. I don't think anyone's going to play him. And then I think Chuma Okeke will probably start for Wendell Carter Jr., and he's 4,200. He should play big minutes. You can throw Okeke into the value pool now. I mean, there's like 45 value plays today, but go ahead and throw Okeke in there too. I think those are probably the two biggest beneficiaries, and maybe Cole Anthony, Wagner pick up a little bit more usage, but definitely think Bamba and Okeke are the guys that stand out now that Wendell Carter's out. Can you play Goga and Brissett together? On this slate, I don't think I'd do that. Isaiah Jackson's playing today, so I would not play Goga with Isaiah Jackson back. Brown and Cade or Bagley and Ball? Give me Brown and Cade. Barrett, Brunson, or Poole? Give me Brunson there, but that's close between Brunson and Barrett. That's really close. Congratulations, Noah, for hitting the 25K. I watch you every day on my way home from work. You're the GOAT. Appreciate you, DeAndre. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Toppin, Damian Jones, or Moody? Give me Toppin. Kuminga, Okiki, or Obi Toppin? I'd still say Toppin there, but I think all three of those guys are pretty solid values. Every lineup I do, I fall on Buddy. What do you think about him? Buddy Hield, I mean, he's fine. Obviously, revenge game for Buddy Hield as well. The price tag on Buddy Hield is not like something I'm super high on though. 7,700. Like, I know RJ Barrett's going to be way more chalky, but if I could just find $200, I'd rather play RJ Barrett over Buddy Hield. I just think Barrett has way more upside, so at his price tag, I don't really like Buddy Hield that much. Not super high on him. Also on my lineup, Davion Mitchell, Jones, Halliburton, Kyrie, Barrett, Kuminga, Toppin, Triple J, and Embiid. I think that's solid, Damien. I think that's solid. Thoughts on Dwight Powell, low-owned smash last time? Yeah, he did crush Houston last time they played. I'd assume Dwight Powell will be really low-owned. He's never a guy that I really ever play. I don't think I've played Dwight Powell much at all this season, but he should have a good matchup. I mean, the matchup is good. Does he put up a huge game like he did last time? Probably not, but as a low-owned dart throw, I think it's fine to play Dwight Powell. Thoughts on fading Utah and Boston entirely? I think that's totally fine. There's literally no plays I like in Utah and Boston. It's a good game, but it's not a DFS game, I don't think. It's not a game you want to target for fantasy. Is Thibault a good play? I'm not really on Matisse Thibault, no. I would only play him on, like, Showdown. I don't think I'd play him on the full slate. Tyus Jones, Reggie Bullock, or Melton? Give me Tyus Jones. Brunson, Davion Mitchell, Barnes, Toppin, Damian Jones, Trey, Kuminga, Embiid. I think that's good, Ryan. I think that's solid. Toppin or Damian Jones or Tyus Jones. Yeah, I think all three of those guys on Yahoo are minimum salary. That's a tough decision, man. It's between Jones and Toppin for me. God, like it's so close. I mean, they literally project identically. I'm leaning Toppin over Tyus Jones, but it's so close. Irving and Chumo Kiki or Harden and Tyus Jones. Give me Harden, Tyus Jones. Austin Reeves love? Not really, no. I would only be playing Austin Reeves on like Showdown or the late slate. Like I wouldn't play him on the full main slate. There's just too many other good value plays to be playing Austin Reeves. Gabriel or Toppin for value? Give me Toppin. You think the Heat are the deepest team in the East? I think so, yeah. I mean, I think the Heat, man, when they're fully healthy, that's such a good team. The playoffs this year are going to be so good. I'm so excited for the playoffs because there are just so many good teams. You got Brooklyn, you got Milwaukee, Miami. Chicago's not been doing great, but when Chicago gets back to full strength, I think they're still a good team. On the West, you got so many, the Suns. I mean, the Minnesota's been playing so well. Like, there's just so many teams that could make a run this year. I'm so excited for the playoffs. I think Miami is definitely a team that could come out of the East for sure. Thoughts on Evan Fournier? I think it's fine. The matchup against Charlotte is good. Charlotte does play fast, so there will be plenty of opportunities for Evan Fournier to get some shots up. But man, like there's so many standout plays today. I don't know if Evan Fournier is someone I'd want to be building around. Have $46 left for util on Yahoo. 46. I would say, I'd probably say like Trae Young or Devin Booker. I think would be who I'd go with there. Maybe Devin Booker, but I think that's close between those two. Trey Lyles or Barnes interests you with Sabonis out against bad defense? I think Harrison Barnes is definitely in play. He should play pretty good minutes if the game's close. I know Trey Lyles has been playing better lately, but I think Trey Lyles' price tag's gotten up to a point where not someone I'm super high on because I think he's like the same price tag as Harrison Barnes. What is he? He's 5,500. I think Harrison Barnes is 5,500. Yeah. So I would rather have Harrison Barnes there between the two. Bane or Triple J? Give me Triple J. I think he's going to be really low owned, so I like Triple J as a low owned option. And I'm on his points. I took his points over today on Prize Pick, so I'm hoping that he can score at least 17 points for me. Hey, Noah, Tyus Jones, Trenton Watford, Drew Eubanks, or Davion Mitchell? Give me Mitchell there. Poole or RJ Barrett? Give me RJ Barrett. Thoughts on Tyreek Hill trade? I'm not from KC. Just going to pretend that didn't happen. I mean, Miami, man, they got some good receivers. Tyreek, Jalen Waddle. It's going to be exciting. I saw their odds to win the Super Bowl went from like 70 to 1 or maybe it was to win their conference, but like 70-1 to 30-1. Like, I don't know if Tyreek being on the team, it makes them that much better, but they'll be an exciting team for sure. Yeah, I'm excited to watch Tyreek on a new team. I mean, Tyreek's a really, really good player. I think KC was it was time for KC to maybe let him go, I guess. See what they can get out of Travis Kelce, see what Juju can provide. I mean, we'll see. I think Juju could have a big year with Patrick Mahomes. I'm excited to watch Juju play. I still think Juju's a good receiver, even though, he's kind of been injured. This could be Juju's like breakout year. If he's the wide receiver 1 for KC, I know he's probably going to be competing for targets with Kelce, but man, Juju could definitely have a breakout year in that offense. Is Josh Richardson sneaky with no McDermott or Walker? He'll be sneaky. Yeah, he'll be really low owned. I'm not super high on Josh Richardson, but yeah, sneaky. He'll be sneaky for sure. Good luck, Noah, in chat. One last congrats on 25K. You're the GOAT. Appreciate you, Didi. Thank you, my man. Thank you. And good luck to you as well. Bamba and Brunson or Damian Jones and Triple J? Give me Bamba and Brunson. You think Keldon Johnson's in a good spot? I mean, the matchup against Portland is really, really good. Portland's defense has been terrible, so I think it's a good matchup. I don't think on this slate, though, at his price tag, I'm like trying to build around Keldon Johnson. Are you playing much Embiid tonight? Right now, for full transparency, Embiid is in my main lineup. So I only play one lineup in NBA, and he's in it right now. So yeah, I'm playing Embiid, at least as of now. Utility at 3,800. I would say Damian Jones or Obi Toppin. One of those two. What is Westbrook's ownership tonight, you think? I would think it's going to be somewhat high. There's so many good plays tonight that, like, outside of guys like, Obi Toppin and Davion, like, there's not going to be massive chalk. But right now, Westbrook's projected ownership on DraftKings is, let's see, it's 8%. I don't think he'll be that low. I think Westbrook will be like 15%. But yeah, right now, Westbrook's projected ownership is 8% on DraftKings. Which I think, yeah, if Westbrook's 8% owned, he's a good play. I mean, Westbrook's been terrible, but lately he's been better. And obviously LeBron being out should only help Westbrook, I would think. 3 Kings too much? Well, if you're playing 3 Kings, I'm guessing you're playing Davion Mitchell, Damian Jones, and then maybe Harrison Barnes. I think that's fine. I think it's fine to play those 3. Okay, we just got word SGA's out for OKC, so I mean, that definitely makes some OKC guys look appealing. I was on Poku last slate, and he shot the ball fucking terribly whenever SGA was out. But he played 32 minutes, and he was productive in those 32 minutes, even though he shot the ball terribly. Like, he took 20 shots last game when SGA was out, so I definitely think Poku's in play now that SGA's out. I think Trey Mann's in play as well. Trey Mann took 19 shots last time SGA was out, played 32 minutes. If I was going to play anyone on OKC today, it would be Poku and Trey Mann. There's so many good plays today. I still don't think those guys are like at the top of my list, but yeah, they're definitely in play now. You can add them to the pool for sure. This is one of those, we're getting to the point in the season where like everyone is out like every day. Like there's gonna be like so much value like every day, because you see in it already. Teams are resting players on back-to-backs. Teams are literally not even trying to win games. I mean, the Kings, they literally said that they think they're gonna sit Sabonis and Fox the rest of the season because they have nothing to play for. So we're getting to that point in the season where there's just gonna be so much value like every day, especially on these big slates. But I do think those OKC guys are in play now, those 2 specifically. Feel like you're going to need 300 plus just to cash tonight. I would be very surprised if you don't need 300 plus to cash. Or I would be very surprised if 300 plus is like not the cash line. It's going to be a very high scoring slate. I can almost guarantee it. There's just so many good chalk plays today. It's going to be high scoring. All right, going to answer the last few questions and we'll hop out of here, guys. Brunson, Miles Bridges, or Poku Halliburton? That's a close one, Nicholas. Give me Brunson and Miles Bridges, but that's, another really close one. Is Jericho Sims a good low value? I mean, he should play more without Mitchell Robinson, but I'm guessing that him and Taj Gibson are going to split the center minutes. So if Taj Gibson plays like 28 minutes, that probably means Sims is playing like 20 minutes. Could Sims play more than Gibson? I mean, it's possible. In my opinion, there's too many other good value plays today, though. I don't really have much interest in Jericho Sims, unless he starts. If he starts, then that'll change my thoughts, but I don't think he'll start. besides Embiid, is there any other high-priced centers you go to, or is it Embiid or spend on a value center? For me, center is basically pay up for Embiid or go cheap and play like Damian Jones. Like, that's kind of what I'm looking to at center. So, I mean, if you wanted to pay up for someone else, I mean, you could go to like Cat, who should be low owned. You could go to, yeah, like, I don't know. There's not many other centers I like outside of Embiid. So, Embiid at the top, or go down to Damian Jones. I see someone put in the chat that Sims is starting. I haven't seen that yet, unless I missed the starting. Okay, yeah, he actually is. So Knicks will start Burks, Fournier, Barrett, Toppin, and Jericho Sims. So yeah, I think now that Jericho Sims is starting, he looks a lot more appealing. I'm guessing he's like minimum salary on DraftKings. Yeah, he's power forward center and he's 3,200. I mean, Jericho Sims, when he's gotten minutes, he's been productive for the most part. Matchup against Charlotte, I think, is really good. Like, I don't think Jericho Sims gets much ownership, so that's someone I'm kind of interested in. Would probably be off Taj Gibson, though, now that Sims is starting. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I wish you guys the best of luck tonight. I appreciate you tuning into the stream once again. We'll be back tomorrow, an hour before lock. I will see you guys in the stream tomorrow. Best of luck. Hopefully we can all win some money tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow, fellas. Appreciate you tuning in. Peace.